Hey guys. Hi. It's Thursday. And guess what? I found my YouTube channel. Well, at least they released my YouTube channel and all of my stuff is back. Yay! So I'm back. So this is Vivian and we are reviewing the book A Year of Positive Thinking, Daily Inspiration, Courage, and Wisdom by Cindy Spiegel. Now, see, what did we talk about last night? I was on Facebook last night, just in case if you're watching now and you're wondering what happened last night for the YouTube channel. I was on Facebook. I did upload the video from Facebook this morning when I actually found the channel again and I got it reinstated and got all my stuff back. But so the video from last night is here. And we talked about being curious and just going for, those wonderful adventures that you're curious about. Be curious and then take action to get what you want to do what you want to do and go to all those wonderful places that you thought, oh man, should I go there? And when I was a kid, I remember I told you guys when I was a kid, I used to read a lot. Well, I still read a lot, but I used to read about these adventures in these different countries and different places that I'd never been, and I always wanted to be there. And not realizing until, I was asked the question that I had been to 13 countries and almost all but 10 of the states in the United States. And so I just felt very blessed thinking about that. So follow that curiosity because your adventure awaits. All right. So tonight we're talking about waiting for approval. We need to stop that. And so I just added that at the beginning of this title. If you're looking in the book and if you're following along, we're on page 104 on the 23rd. I know this day is the 21st, but we're a little ahead. So I put stop waiting for approval. And so here we go. I'm going to read the quote. Are you still waiting for someone to tell you that you're doing it right, whatever it is? Okay, then here you go. You are doing it right. You are already doing it right. Just keep doing it. Sounds good, right? So, excuse me. I tend to go on these little rants sometimes, but I just wanted to kind of reiterate what Cindy's saying in this book, because one of the most helpful things in life is to make a decision. Just decide. It's okay. I know that sometimes it can be hard because you don't know how your decision is going to affect your life. But sometimes we just have to let go of those stories we're telling ourselves about what could happen. Here's something that Bob Proctor said. If you're afraid to do something, you're afraid to make a decision because you're afraid of what could happen, think of the absolute possible worst thing that could ever happen and then go back from that. So the worst thing that could ever happen is what? You die. Everything else is recoverable. You can recover from anything as long as you're not 6 feet under. So if you think of it that way, you'll stop having these doubts and things about, and then go and ask, do you think I should do this, or do you think I should do that? Stop asking for other people's opinion and approval of stuff that was given to you. Remember we talked about, your ideas, your dreams are a preview of your coming attractions from God. So if they're a preview of your coming attractions, why are you asking somebody else about it? I'm guilty of the same thing. I'll have an idea and I'll write it down and I'll write it out and I'll think about it and I'll write it out some more and then I think about it and say, let me ask some people. Why? It's not their dream. It's not their idea. So they could possibly come up to me and say, well, I don't like it. I don't think you should do that. And then I don't do it. And then what happens? I regret that I didn't do it. I don't want to do that. I don't want to be that person anymore that regrets that I didn't do something that was meant for me. And I let it go because somebody else, it didn't fit into their comfort zone. So they told me, no, don't do that. And I listened to that. Think about it. How many opportunities have you foregone or missed asking for the approval or permission of someone else for your idea or for your opportunity? It's your life. Make the decision, yes or no. And then if it was an opportunity you should have taken and you made the decision on your own not to take it, then you're okay with that because you made the decision. And it's okay because other opportunities will come along. But when you start letting other people interject into your life and say, you know what, no, you shouldn't do that. I don't think it's a good idea. Then you're letting someone else control your life. If you're doing something and you're doing it, even if you mess up, you're still doing it right because guess what? You're still doing it. You're still marching forward. You're still taking the action and you're stepping on the steps of failure. Because say if you say picture this. This is a step and this is a step. So you're down here and you're trying to get up here. You step on this step, you can get on this step. And you just keep going and keep going and keep going. And eventually, you're going to get to the top. But if you stop at the bottom step, you won't ever know what's at the top because you let somebody say, no, don't step on that other step because you might fall. The book says, and I'm going to say this, repeat it. I know I just read it, but if you're waiting for someone to tell you you are doing it right, then okay, you are doing it right. Whatever it is, okay? I mentioned before, Steve Harvey, Lisa Nichols, some of my favorite gurus and celebrities and whatever people, motivational, inspirational, transformational speakers have all said, don't let other people dictate what goes on in your life. This is your life. Everybody's, and any successful person you ever seen or talked to said the one thing that kept them going was that they were decisive and they made a decision. Make your decision not based on what somebody else says or what somebody else's opinion of what you're going to do is. Make your decision on how you think it's going to affect your life. And then that way you can live with it. I mean, you can live with it either way, but I think it would be a lot easier to live with if you made the decision, right or wrong, because in the end, if you made the decision not to do something, it's pretty much the right decision because you obviously didn't want to do it. If you think about it that way, right? So if we wait for other people's approval or opinion or whatever. So imagine this. Now I wrote this down because I didn't want to forget it because, well, I don't know if it's the exact number because I just heard the story a little bit. But I heard someone say that Alexander Graham Bell failed over 1,000 times before he got the telephone to work. Now imagine if he had stopped at 999 and said, okay, I give up. You know, people been telling me this wasn't going to work anyway. I might as well just listen to them and let it go. Where would we be today with communications? Right? So think of it that way. You have an idea. You want to develop that idea. You go ask your friend. You go ask whoever you ask. And they said, nah, don't do that because, you know, them don't think this is a good idea. You know what? Thanks for sharing. But I think I'm going to go ahead and do it anyway. I might fail at it, but it would be my failure because of the decision I made, not because you told me it was uncomfortable for you. So now, if I fail, I can go back and look at it and say, what are the things that I did right? And what are those things that I can improve upon and then step on that next step and make those improvements. So that way, you're doing it right. You're doing everything right. And you can take pride in that. You can take solace in that when you make these decisions. Okay, well, that didn't work. Let me see what will work. You know, not, oh, well, that didn't work. I'm going to quit now. Nah. Let's not do that to ourselves. Because I've been working on stuff and I get frustrated. You know, it's like anybody else working on stuff and it's not working. And I'm thinking, oh my God, why is this not working? And then when I stop being upset about it and not go run into somebody and ask them their opinion, okay, let me look for the answer here. I don't ask somebody for opinion. I might ask for help because I don't know everything. And sometimes reading it in a book or looking at it on Google or whatever doesn't quite mesh in here. So I might ask somebody who actually knows. Okay, here's what I did. I need to figure out where in this process I made the error. Can you help me? That's not asking for their approval. That's asking for their expertise. There's a difference. They're not saying they had no right to tell you whether you can do it or not. You get to decide that. They can just give you their expertise. Okay, well, here's what I see that you can improve upon. And you write that down. Okay, let me go try that. Or look it up. Either one. But do it for yourself. Don't sit around and ask and wait for somebody else's approval for you to do something. And as you can see, I am once again passionate about that topic. So, you know, just don't wait for somebody else's approval. Do your own thing. Make your own decisions, right or wrong, good or bad. Make your decision and go for it. And eventually, it will be right because you made the best decision for your life. That's my opinion. Okay, so I hope you guys will listen to that opinion and take your ideas and just run with them and stop waiting for approval. And I hope you take all this to heart and follow your dreams no matter what other people think. Because, you know, people are going to have their own opinions about things. And you just follow your dreams. Okay. So please, guys, like and share this video. Subscribe to my channel. I think it's on this side, or maybe it might be on that side. How about I point to both sides? And I hope you guys got something out of that. And I will see you guys tomorrow. And in the meantime, I wish you peace. I wish you love. And I love you guys. Thanks so much for watching. And I'll talk to you later. Have a great one. Bye-bye.